Good morning. I'm Carol Costello. Thank you so much for joining me. 4 days and counting until the inauguration. And singer Jennifer Holliday, well, she says she's backing out of the big event. Holliday, who's best known for her role in the original Dreamgirls and the Broadway show The Color Purple, explains more on her decision and why she was excited to perform.
I should have looked at the climate of where we are today.
Sure.
And so that would be my fault. Everybody kept saying, well, did Trump trick you? Or no, they did not trick me into one. I wanted to sing on the mall for America and for the people. I wanted my voice, I thought, to be an instrument of healing.
But she backed out because her fans, well, she suffered a certain amount of backlash from her fans. In spite of a growing number of lawmakers and celebrities who say they will not come to Trump's inauguration, Trump tweeted this, quote, "Inauguration Day is turning out even bigger than expected." So let's talk about the inauguration. Sarah Armstrong is with me. She's the CEO of the Presidential Inaugural Committee. Good morning.
Good morning.
So are you ready?
We are ready. We have only a few days left to get all the final details in, but we are very excited and we are ready.
Have any surprises in store for us?
Well, you know, Mr. Trump is a very different president-elect, and so I think we're going to have a few surprises that will be make it special for all the people coming to town. You know, I think it's about making it about the American people, and we want to make it special for those individuals. And so we have a lot of great entertainment for them. We have several concerts for them, the Voices of the People concert prior to our welcome celebration. So I think people will have fun.
I interviewed G.B.R. He's going to be announcing the inaugural parade this time around, and he told me there will be even more surprises than you just outlined. And I'll let my viewers listen to what he has to say, and then you can comment on the other side. Here he is.
I've never met him, so I should have that honor once the parade is done. And I think really this is so uniquely American that we get to celebrate the transition of power, as opposed to, as you know, right after the Brexit vote, Mr. Cameron was out as PM on a Tuesday and Theresa May in on a Thursday. No time for this type of celebration. So again, uniquely American, and this is truly an honor.
Okay, specifically what he's talking about, he says the inaugural parade will be much shorter than in years past. It'll only last, what, an hour and a half? Why is that?
Well, we wanted to make sure that we have an enjoyable performance for everybody. We had a lot of applicants apply, and we weren't actually able to include all of them. We're putting those individuals into the Voices of the People concert. We have a lot of military performances, and we wanted to celebrate our military. We also wanted to make sure that we pay tribute to veterans, first responders. So we have a large audience of those types of groups coming. And we thought that an hour and a half was going to be a wonderful parade for everybody. It's going to be terrific.
So it's not because there weren't enough acts to fill the 2 hours.
No, absolutely not.
Of the parade.
Absolutely not. In fact, that's where we're putting the other groups.
I ask you that in light of, you know, you heard Jennifer Holliday. She really wanted to sing at Trump's inauguration
Right.
for the American people, but she felt she had to pull out because her fans were not happy with her. What do you make of that?
Well, I think it's unfortunate. You know, Jennifer Holliday wanted to perform. She was excited about performing. And I think that is an unfortunate thing for her that she couldn't do so. You know, the negative pushback to her was unfortunate. And this should be about uniting the country, and it should be about the American people. And, you know, it's an unfortunate thing that she was pressured to do so.
So why do you think there is such there was such a pushback for her? She decided not to do something she actually wanted to do. Why do you think people are pushing back so hard on these performers?
Well, you know, I think it's a tough environment right now. I think a lot of people are still frustrated with the results of the election and, you know, are pushing back for that reason. But again, this is supposed to be about unity. We're supposed to bring everybody together as one American, you know, country and people, and that's what we're attempting to do with this inauguration, is making it about the people. And so, you know, I understand that she had to drop out, and we respect that, and we're disappointed that she was pushed in that position. But you know, we still have a lot of other great entertainers that are coming and are willing to perform. Toby Keith, Three Doors Down, Jackie Ivanko, in fact, had her record sales go up. So we're seeing a lot of support on the other side. There's a lot of buzz, a lot of excitement for this inauguration.
And a couple of dozen Democratic lawmakers say they're going to boycott Mr. Trump's inauguration in light of what he said about Congressman John Lewis. How do you respond to that?
Well, we're disappointed that they're not coming, and we hope they change their mind. Again, this is about unifying the country, and we hope that as many members of Congress will come and be a part of this historic event. It's something that our country is able to do every 4 years, and the historic nature of it is so important to our country. And so we hope that they change their mind. We want them all to be there. It's an important part of our country.
Anyone from the Trump team reaching out to them and saying, hey, look, we're all one. We're all Americans. Why aren't you coming? We'd love to have you.
Yes, we've extended our invitations, and we do hope that they'll come. But if they choose not to, we respect their right to make that choice.
So
but
you reached
we
out
do
to
want
these
them to.
Democratic lawmakers?
Well, yes, they're invited to the inauguration, and so I haven't personally spoken to any of those individuals, but I know that we've been hoping that they'll be there and expecting that they, will make that decision, that's right for them.
Sarah Armstrong, thanks for being with me.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Barry Sloan with NewTek, your business solutions company. Does your business need money?
This is the Get to
Whether you
Free
need
Press, and I'm
10,000
George
or
Boston
10 million,
Rhines.
you can count on
When you
NewTek
watch
to
TV,
make
you have to
larger
see it from
bond
a
bank
black
and guarantee
perspective,
lender.
or a
NewTek
white
will
right
help your business
person.
expand
Mostly
and grow.
whites
With a
are
simple
doing
formula,
the
we can
commercials,
qualify you in
and that's a
just
fact.
pay it out.
That's
And with rates
just not my
over
words.
6%, you can see why so
If you
many
count the
businesses
people
turn
and
to
you
NewTek.
count the
To see
frames,
how easy
that
getting loans
individual is
can be,
white.
contact NewTek,
For
your business
NewTek,
solutions company
he's
today.
white. Now,
As soon as I left the hospital
there we go again.
after a DVT blood clot, I sure had a lot to
White
think
guy,
about. What about the people I
white
care
guy,
about?
and white
What's
girl.
This little girl.
White girl,
And what if this
white
happened
male, white
again?
girl,
I was
white
given
male,
warfarin at
white
the
girl,
hospital, but
white
wondered,
male,
Was this the best treatment for me? So I asked my
white
doctor,
man,
and he recommended Eliquis.
white man,
Eliquis treats DVT
no black
and PE
yet.
blood clots. And
This is what
reduces
we
the risk
see.
of them happening
This is
again.
what our children
yes,
see.
Eliquis treats
White
DVT
man,
and PE blood clots. Eliquis also has
Eliquis,
significantly less major bleeding than
again,
standard treatment.
it is as if though
Make me turn around
no
my
black
thinking.
people
Don't stop Eliquis.
are qualified. White girl, white male, white, white.
Don't take Eliquis.
I think I saw a black on the
Artificial
corner.
heart valve or abnormal bleeding. If you had a spinal injection while on Eliquis, call your doctor right away if you have
White,
weakness or
white.
muscle weakness. While taking Eliquis, you may bruise more easily.
And it's
it may take
just
longer
the
than
way it
usual
is.
for bleeding to stop. Seek immediate medical care for sudden signs of
Black,
bleeding,
black,
like
black,
unusual
white,
bruising.
white, white,
Eliquis may
white,
increase
white,
your
white,
bleeding risk if you take certain medicines. Tell your doctor about all
White,
planned
white,
medical
white, white,
dental
white.
procedures.
Eliquis
Black,
treats
white.
DVT and PE blood
But
clots.
this is
Plus,
what we
and
watch.
less major bleeding. Both made Eliquis
White,
the
white.
right treatment for me. Ask your doctor if switching to Eliquis
Eliquis.
is right for you.
Your insurance company
White.
will replace the full value of your
This
total
is
new car.
the insurance
The guy
company.
says, "Pick the wrong insurance plan."
LiberalMutual.com.
No, I picked the wrong insurance company.
With Liberty Mutual new car replacement, you won't have to worry about replacing your car because you'll get the full value back, including depreciation. And if you have more than one Liberty Mutual policy, you qualify for a multi-policy discount, saving you money on your car and home coverage. Call 1-844-592-2089 for a free quote today. Liberty stands with you. Liberty Mutual Insurance.
Millions of people suffer from
White,
tinnitus, and many
black,
find relief from
white,
lipoflavonoid. ENTs consider it
black,
to be the
white,
most
it's getting hard to say
effective
now.
over-the-counter solution to reduce ear ringing. Try lipoflavonoid.
Lipo.
Number one ENT
Lipo
recommended
ringing.
for ringing in the ears.
White, white,
Sorry,
white,
ma'am, no burning here.
white,
Try
white, white,
Alka-Seltzer
white,
Worm Relief Gummies. They don't taste chalky and work fast.
white, white.
Incredible.
This is what black people see each and every
Alka-Seltzer Heart
hour
Relief
they
Gummies.
watch TV.
Enjoy the relief.
Our children watch this.
What's
White,
with them?
even the birds are white.
Family's finally eating
White,
vegetables
white, white.
thanks to our bird's eye voila
White.
skillet meals.
And they only take
White.
15 minutes to make.
White birds. White, white, white.
Bird's eye voila. So veggie good.
If you
That's
have
bird's eye.
moderate to
White.
severe rheumatoid arthritis and you're talking
White.
to your doctor about your medication, this
White.
is Humira. This is
Humira.
helping to relieve
White.
my pain and protect
White.
my joints from further damage.
White,
This
white,
is Humira helping me go further. Humira works
White,
for many
white.
adults. It targets
White.
cells to block a specific source of inflammation.
This is what we
that
see.
contributes to RA symptoms. Humira has been
White.
clinically studied for over
White.
15 years.
frame after frame after frame. This is what we see. What does white, white, what does that white, 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 what does that say to white? Every frame that we see. White,
worsening heart failure.
white, white,
Before treatment, get tested for TB.
white, white,
Tell your doctor
white,
if you've been to
white,
areas
white,
where certain fungal infections are common, and if you've had TB.
white,
Hepatitis B are prone to infections or
white,
have
white,
symptoms
white,
of
white,
sores.
white, white,
Don't stop
white,
your
white,
treatment if you have
white,
an infection.
white,
Ready for a new chapter? Talk to your rheumatologist.
All these white. All these frames are white. White,
Brought to you by
black.
MezzoBook.com.
We offer a free book.
White.
Call for the free
White,
book
white.
and receive so much more. Call 1-800-831-3700.
White.
White House Press Secretary Sean Spicer shooting down a report the press corps could be evicted.
This is TV here in America in 2017, not 1960. White. Every frame, over and over. Not in Russia, not in Afghanistan, Pakistan, Uzbekistan, or Iran, but right here in the United States of America. This is what we see. So blacks must not, either they are not qualified or something else.
Bigger and can hold more.
We knew why they wasn't qualified in the 50s and 60s, white, because they didn't have the complexion for the protection, white. Frame after frame after frame after frame. We are calling them because this is what we see. So very few people can understand what it's like to be white, to be black in America. White, you go in the courtrooms here about white, you go into the courtrooms, the juries is all white, majority white. I have never in my life, in 65 white years of living, have I ever seen an all black jury. I've seen a couple of majority blacks, but never an all black jury deciding the fate, deciding the fate, white of a white person. I just haven't seen it. People don't even think about, this is CNN. White, I watch panels, I've counted up to 9 people sitting around the panel discussing Trump, and only 1, 2, or 3 blacks on that panel. I have never seen an all black panel discussing the world affairs on CNN. This is an embarrassment to the active duty, disabled, retired,
this is what White House correspondents are
veterans that serve this nation. It's disgrace, and it's painful for blacks who have served this nation to see how segregated CNN is in major news events.
But could there be a slippery slope here where
it's amazing.
Spicer and Trump try to take away
our children must sit and ask, Daddy, Mama, where the black people? Why they don't put us on CNN, MSNBC in a proportionate to white people? Why did they do this? Well, it's very simple. Because we have a long way to go as a nation. Over and over again, this is what you see. White. Blacks probably is not qualified. We know that. Just like in the 60s, we understand blacks were not qualified to use the restroom. They were not qualified to sleep in lodging, get lodging in motels. They were not qualified to vote. They were not qualified to own a gun or to protect their own family. White. I don't care what. It's just white. The world, I'm sure, must ask, after 461 years with blacks in North America, and still we see what we see. Let's watch. Truth speaks for itself. You can condemn me, but if it wasn't like this, I would have nothing to say. Our children would not come up feeling inferior because they are not qualified. And what makes them qualified? Apparently, because they got the complexion for the protection. Black people don't have it. But there's one thing about it. We know that in the end, this is going to change. I have no questions about it. As I read the scriptures, the volume of sacred law, when I read the Holy Quran, it lets me know that it won't be this way always. The question is, Galatians 6 and 7, St. John 8:32, Ecclesiastes 8 and 8, but in the end, truth, right, and justice with white, white. This is what we see. White the next frame, I'm counting the frames. This is what white, black,
Feline's new
Black.
quick brush captures every lash. Instant volume,
White.
ferocious full lash density.
White.
New Feline mascara from L'Oreal makeup designer Paris. Add new.
I'm calling it as it is. This is what white. This is white. This is what our children see each and every day. And this is CNN.
Actually use the app.
White.
Pictures of it right
White.
here for
White.
USAA, and they take care of the rest.
White.
I'm Josh Eilers, and I'm a USAA member for life.
White.
Don't let anything keep you sidelined.
White.
That's why you
White.
take Ensure with 9 grams of protein and 26
White hand.
vitamins and minerals.
White.
For the strength
White.
and energy to get back
White.
into
White.
it,
White.
what you
White.
love.
White.
Ensure.
All the frames. White. This is what black people see each and every hour of the day. White.
Until she got QuickBooks.
Look, think, Americans, you who in active duty, on active duty, white, in the armed forces. This is what you would put your life on the line, white. Put your life on the line for, white. I did 21 years in this man's army.
To bring skin back to life. 84%.
White, and yet I see this when I come back home.
5 days.
We occupied.
Strength and resilience.
We account white. Accounted for 35% white of the casualties in Vietnam.
That's
White.
why I use O'Keefe's
We don't have that kind of
48 hour
representation.
moisture
White,
guaranteed
nowhere.
For dry, itchy skin. Thanks to O'Keefe's,
White.
I got my skin back.
White, every frame, white. All these white people.
Want to shed a few pounds?
White.
Got a beer belly
White.
going on? Can't fit into your
White.
pants? Then you need Nutrisystem for men.
I'm Essex,
White.
and I lost 40
Black.
I'm Trevor, and I
White.
lost 60
White.
pounds on Nutrisystem.
Lose 15 pounds
White.
and 7 inches in your first month. Lose weight fast.
This is what we see.
Guarantee. Real guys,
White.
real
White.
results.
And I guess these people are getting paid. White.
Pick up the phone and get with the
White.
program today. Get 1 week of
These are the images. These are the images.
The food.
White that they are putting in our brains. This is what they are feeding our little babies. Our little babies.
Call or go online in the next 2 minutes, and we'll even throw in FedEx.
Now, black or white don't make it right, but right always make it right, and this definitely is not right. White. White.
Go online or call 888-660-THIN to get Nutrisystem for men with bars and
White people would not put up with this if all these frames was black. If they were black like this, in this proportion, white, they wouldn't put up with it.
Live all day coverage.
And we must respect them for loving themselves enough to stand up for their children. White.
MediaCom is answering.
This CNN, by the way. White.
Technicians are working hard.
We watch this. White. This is what black folk watch. White.
We're adjusting our schedule.
You never thought of this, I'm sure. White, but black, white. It's okay to be white. White.
Push of a button.
White.
All 4,600 of us. All
White.
committed to the same goal.
White.
Doing
White.
everything we can to give you the best experience.
Truth speak for itself, y'all. This not me. I didn't do this. I'm not the director. I'm not the owner of CNN.
You say to someone
White.
watching right now,
White.
who is
This is what CNN does.
American Addiction
White.
Centers.
White. All these images is going into our children's head.
You're safe.
White.
You're safe. Call them.
Call now.
It's like black folk is only good for playing basketball and football and white, going to the wars to defend the rights of others.
This place.
White.
Isn't it time?
These people probably getting paid.
Let American
So
Addiction
their children don't have to break into no convenience stores. White.
Most trusted name in you.
And this is CNN, of course. Let's see if a black person, white.
Changes are coming to the White House. The Trump transition team planning to change the name of the office of the First Lady.
This is CNN, y'all.
Family. Melania.
I would be white, black, white.
Daughter Ivanka Trump. CNN's Gloria Borger.
This is white. This is what we see each and every day.
Well, Jared is taking a couple
This is what the
of
black
items
people
under
must put up with.
Ivanka
We get tired of looking
has
at white people all the time.
office there, at least not
White.
yet. Instead,
White.
she's working on a child care proposal behind the scenes.
The lady speaking is
Getting her
white.
Family settled in the Tony Calorama neighborhood. In
This is what we see here in America, y'all. White,
If you were to kind of
white.
say, this is the way I think Ivanka would most help.
It's like white. It's like they're the only ones that have an opinion.
And so I think
White,
she can
white,
show some of
white.
the softer side.
All
and
white
be able to
people,
bridge some of those gaps.
as if
I
the
think it would go a
white
long way
is
with
right
his efficacy
and
in
black
getting things that he
must
wants
get back.
done.
White.
Though she stepped
White,
away from
white.
the Trump organization.
I mean, at least put some black,
Brand,
white, white
Ivanka will
baby.
likely face constant questions about her
White.
possible conflicts of
This is what we
interest,
see.
like marketing.
It cannot
dress
be
she
white.
wore
It cannot
at
be
the
denied.
Republican convention.
If I was CNN, I would be embarrassed. White,
Hound her, and if she meets
white,
somebody who runs one of the Trump hotels,
White.
after that,
be the same person, but I'm
she
showing you the
white,
flashes.
people are gonna say it's
Every
a conflict.
flash that our
That's
children
gonna
see.
happen.
White,
The key
white,
to the
white,
Trump
white.
enterprise is they don't
Our
think
children, look,
sometimes
our
they say
babies.
a conflict of interest.
6
They think
months,
illegal
1 year old,
and
white.
illegal.
All they see,
They think of
white.
winning and losing.
With her father
I'm
winning the
white
White
person
House,
talking.
Ivanka Trump is on target.
I guess
to
they asked
become the most
themselves,
influential
white.
first daughter.
What kind of world are we living in?
Ivanka Trump certainly is.
White.
You know,
It's like in the
35.
50s and 60s.
She
It was as if
has a
white. It was as if
successful
white.
businesswoman.
It was as if the black folk didn't even exist.
Certainly in her own brand.
White.
I think she would be very powerful.
These
But
are
I
the
can't
images,
sense from
white,
the
white,
book it's about
that
power,
that
it's about
that
impact.
infiltrates the black mind. White, 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 white.
Newest brand. The
This is. I didn't create this video, y'all.
Especially now.
White,
I think
white.
You know, for years we'd always heard.
Where are the black people?
It's one of those cutthroat.
They are in the armed forces. White, white.
Nothing compared to politics. It's nothing compared to politics.
So, white, 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 white. That's what we see. White folk.
You become closer.
White, 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 white.
Than ever before.
Our children,
They're the closest
first
people.
grade, second grade, third grade.
People who will look
White,
after
white,
you
white,
when
white, white,
others
white.
has conflicting interests. And that's
White, 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 white. These are the images. What if this was black, 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 black? Everybody black, 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 black. Black, 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 black. Black, 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 black. What if all of that? Not black and white, neither one of them make it right. But right always make it right. How much longer will our children, black children, have to go through this?
Joining us now is the host behind the Special Lawyer Board.
Her opinion is no better than Cornel West.
Watch the rest of that. It just
Her opinion and outlook is no better than Louis Farrakhan. So why do we have these people interpreting, analyzing, giving us their viewpoints? But the black view, the black perspective is never or seldom given. And they will not go out on the street in the black community and actually interview black people. So we always, every now and then they'll put 2 or 3 blacks on here. But some of them seem like they're so scared, they can't be on it. White, white, white. So everywhere we look, white, 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 white. All these white people. It is white. It is as if though black people don't matter until a war, white, 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 breaks out.
She's lived in Washington.
And
She went to Georgetown University.
the sad thing is that
So
a lot
I
of
think
whites,
in
they see it too.
Ivanka, she's gonna serve
I've
as a
talked to
guidepost
some of the
in
white
many
professors
ways for him.
who have what we call a right mindset. They say the same thing. How do you all put up with all this segregation and hate?
She's working on it. She's
And
making phone calls on it. And she
white,
is
white,
clearly pushing
white,
her
white, white,
father
white,
towards
white.
that
These are the
during
images we
the
see
campaign.
over
And I think
and
she's
over,
made
white,
that
white,
her
white,
personal mission.
white,
So
white,
if
over and
this
over
is what
again.
would be her first
White,
objective.
just
Her first
white,
objective
white,
would be to
white,
get that done.
white, white,
But
white,
don't
white,
forget,
white.
she's gonna meet
Black people,
political
white, white,
reality also.
should be tired of looking at white folk.
Money.
But I
And,
say again,
there's not a lot of
if
money floating around Washington.
CNN
and,
had this
she's
many
willing to
blacks
do tax reform,
on
tax
CNN News,
cuts,
I guarantee you there will be a large outcry
so she's gonna,
from white
she's
folk.
gonna learn a little real
And rightly so.
here, but that's gonna
But
be
the
her
black
first
people have
objective. But her
been so
second
accustomed
always
to
always
allowing
will be to protect
whites
her
to
father. That's what she did
miseducate
during the campaign
them,
and tried to do.
put false
And that's
images
what
in their
she's gonna be
mind,
doing in Washington.
to make them feel less than a human being, to make them feel inferior, to make them feel that they don't measure up when it comes to white people.
Speaking of strong
White,
women,
and this is CNN again. This is white.
Exclusive interview from Good Housekeeping magazine. You can check it out in this month's issue.
White.
Carlson
These are the images that we see each and every day.
And of
White,
course, Donald Trump.
white,
We'll be right back.
white. Let's get back to the commercial. Now I want you to watch all these white folks. White. I think she was black. You're black. White, black.
The joy of real
But the
cream
white
in
man seemed to be in
$15
control
per
even in
serving.
that.
Enough said.
At least she did get to eat something.
Share the joy.
And I hope, white, I hope she got paid. White.
Coming on? Zycam Cold Remedy Nasal.
This is Zycam.
Short and cold.
Like Zycam could have put more blacks in this commercial. These these commercials don't give a damn. Black.
But I keep it growing by making
White.
every dollar count. That's why I have
Black.
a cash card from
Thank
Factor
God.
One. With it, I earn
Black. Good.
2% cash back on all
Black.
my purchasing. And that
Black,
unlimited
white,
2%
black.
cashback from Spark means
These are
thousands of
frames that at
dollars
least
each year going back into
our
my
children
business.
can identify. Black, white, black,
My bottom line.
black.
What's in your wallet?
Capital One. Thank you, Capital One. Thumbs up for Capital One.
Wix Artificial Design Intelligence learns what you need and creates a stunning website with you, complete with images, videos,
White.
and text, tailor-made for you. Easily make changes.
White.
Your content will automatically
These are the clips
adjust
that we must see
perfectly. With
each
Wix
and
Artificial
every day.
Design
White.
Intelligence, everything just
White person
falls into
talking,
place.
not a black
Go to
person.
Wix.com. Create your website
Again,
today.
black or white don't make it right. But right always make it right. A white person speaking, I'm sure they get paid for it. Apparently a black person is unqualified to get this position. And so it's occupied by white.
Occasional constipation
They are taking this money to take care of their family members. White,
So you don't have to
White.
miss your moment. For effective relief, use
White.
Colace, the #1 doctor-recommended stool softener brand.
White.
Colace. Don't miss your moments.
Your insurance company
White.
won't replace the full value of your total new
You see what I'm
car.
saying?
The guy says, you picked the wrong
At some
insurance
point,
plan." No. I picked
black
the wrong
people had better wake up.
With Liberty Mutual
Even
New Car
if you
Replacement,
don't
you won't have to
boycott,
worry
and
about
I'm not for
replacing your car
boycotting.
because you'll get the full
I don't believe in
value back,
boycotting, but I do
including
believe you
depreciation.
need
If
to
you have
spend your
more than one
money
Liberty Mutual
with
policy,
companies who
qualify for
recognize
a
you
multi-policy discount.
and your
Save
dollars.
money on your car and
So when you look at these
Call 1-844-592-2089
businesses that support
for
the
a free
conservative
quote
and in
today.
some
Liberty
cases
City
hateful agenda,
Liberty Mutual Insurance.
why you spend your money there?
This is the time.
It just don't make sense
Power
to me.
changes hands.
Black, the president
After an
of the United
unprecedented
States.
election,
Black,
an
white,
inside look
black,
as
white,
President
black.
Obama's team wraps up 8 historic years.
President Barack Obama, white,
This isn't just
perhaps the most he was the most hated president in the history of this nation.
The end inside
Black.
the last days of the Obama White House. Wednesday night at 9 on CNN. Presented by
Believe.
White, white,
We believe the
black,
better security. We believe.
white,
We believe.
white,
We believe
white.
the loss of ransomware exposes a security hole in hundreds of millions of computers. Blacklist security.
We believe in whitelist
White.
security, which first treats unknown.
I just want y'all to look at what you've been looking at.
We believe.
White,
We believe.
white,
We believe
white.
security products should be purchased based on detection rates.
Is the black man gonna come up again? White, where's the black man? What happened to him?
From companies such as Virus Bulletin.
What happened to the black guy?
We believe.
White,
We
where's the black guy? There you go. White, you only spit for a second. White,
We believe
White.
that security software does its research and development.
when the black man is on a black person, white,
We believe.
white,
We believe
where's the black
security
man?
software
White,
should make
come on back,
computers
black man.
faster, not slower.
Where's the black man?
We
White,
believe that
our children need to see that black man again.
believe.
White,
We believe.
white, where's the black man? White, our children need to see the black man again. White, where is he?
Believe it.
White,
Believe it.
white, white,
That security
white, where's that black
made
man?
in
Our
America.
little babies need to see the black man. They didn't see him.
the inauguration of Donald Trump.
That's what black people have to put up with each and every day that white folks don't even think about. Or they don't have
The
to.
owners of the Ringling Brothers Barnum and Bailey
White.
Circus are now making
Again, this is CNN TV station here in the United States of America. Not Afghanistan, Pakistan, Tajikistan, or Iran. White, white.
And it was a very difficult
They
decision.
always giving their opinion. Always giving their perspective. Always have a voice in whatever's going on in God's world. Why don't CNN, why don't CNN owners and publishers and supporters
the greatest show on earth, the
do
Ringling Brothers and Barnum and
what
Bailey
is
Circus
fair
will stage its
and
final
balanced
show in May.
instead of all this
The
discrimination?
Ringling Show has more for you.
White,
It's the end of the road for the
White.
greatest show on earth.
White.
In just 4 months, the curtain
White,
falls
white,
on the
white,
one and
white,
only
white.
Ringling Brothers Barnum and Bailey Circus.
White.
An iconic road show.
white,
that
all these
defined
little
the
clippings are
circus
white.
experience for
White.
generations
This is
of
what we
children.
see. Now,
In the end,
I'm not criticizing
Kenneth Feld said the circus
what
was
is
simply
white, white,
too
white.
expensive
But this
to
is what
produce.
black
His
people
family
have to
has
see
owned the
each
show
and every
for the
day.
past 50 years.
And we
But
think about
ticket
it.
Sales were declining.
Don't you think
And the circus's fate
black folk don't take notice of it? We don't say nothing because we know there's no justice, equal justice here in this country. We know that. Our grandfather, great-grandfathers, our mothers and uncles and children, they all tell us. We know what's going on. But
not at all popular with animal
we know
rights
that
groups, which deplored
it
their
won't be this way
and repeatedly
always.
criticized,
That's
picketed,
our confidence.
and
That's
sued
why
the
we
company for its
serve
treatment of
God
animals.
the way that we do.
The circus paid a
Because
fine
we
of more
believe
than $250 million
in the God of our
for
ancestors.
alleged violations of the Animal Welfare Act. And last year, it retired the elephants to a conservation center in Florida. After the closure,
The lady
was
that's
announced,
speaking, she's
people
white.
for the ethical treatment of animals declared victory, while admitting
Well,
its war
she
against
sounds
other
white.
wild animal exhibitors.
She might be
including
black.
marine
We give her benefit of
amusement
doubt.
parks like SeaWorld
We just say she is
far
black.
from over. The
But they are
last
so
performance
few.
of the Ringling Brothers
White.
Barnum and Bailey Circus will be on May 21st in Uniondale, New York. Frederica Whitfield, CNN, Atlanta.
And thank you for joining me today. I'm Carol Costello. At this hour, Berman and Baldwin starts now.
It's top of the hour, 11 o'clock. Let's see what happens here now. White. White.
John Byrne.
Hey everybody, I'm Kate Baldwin.
Where the black folk?
The start of the most
Couldn't they have one of these people white or black?
Things you would expect. To
One of these head honchos ought to be black.
Of course. Round out
We fought together in every war of this nation, including the Revolutionary War. But we ain't good enough. We're not qualified to sit in the seat on CNN on a constant basis to equal to whites. I know whites are more qualified than black because, once again,
So first,
they got the complexion for the protection. That's what history says.
Chief John Brennan told
White,
Fox News that
white,
President-elect
white,
should
white.
trust
These are the
his agency
images
when it comes to
that are
matters
put
including
white,
Russia.
white.
And that
These are the
Mr.
images
Trump
that are
can
put
affect
before us
national security.
each and
The doctor
every
also didn't care
hour
for the
of the
president-elect
day.
comparing intelligence agencies
White,
to
white,
Nazi
white.
Germany.
What I do find outrageous is equating an intelligence community with Nazi Germany. I do take great umbrage at that, and there is no basis for Mr. Trump to point fingers at the intelligence community for leaking information that was already available publicly.
President-elect responded by suggesting that Director Brennan might have been behind the leak of
These are the
the
pictures that we're seeing.
dossier
These are the
about Donald
images.
Trump.
The little black girls must look at. 1, 2, 3. White. Could not one of these three people been black? Or maybe red? Or brown? I mean, how would white people feel if all of these three people was black? How would white people feel? How would your little white babies feel every time they click the TV on and pay for cable? They only see black people on TV. How your little white children would feel? The black, white.
You have forged relationships
Black,
with many
white.
presidents. Do you plan on trying to forge a relationship with Donald Trump?
You know, I believe in forgiveness. I believe in trying to work with people. It's going to be hard. It's going to be very difficult. I don't see this president-elect as a legitimate president.
So you hear him there questioning the legitimacy of Donald Trump's presidency. And Trump, as he is wont to do, took to Twitter to fire back. He said that Congressman John Lewis should spend more time on fixing and helping his district, which is in horrible shape and falling apart. Not to mention crime infested, rather than falsely complaining about the election results. All talk, no action or results. Sad. Now, in addition to maligning the congressman's district, which has its share of wealthy residents as well as its share of poverty,
why could not they have had a black person to interview, to give this commentary on that? After all, let's face it, she's white. Wouldn't it be fair to have a black person speaking on the black issues? Whites can speak, but you don't see, for the most part, blacks speaking all the time.
Look, may be speaking for the very first time since this back and forth with the president-elect.
White, black,
right now,
black.
breakfast
Black,
in Miami.
black,
A lot of folks have been taking
black. I think this is
keeping an eye on this.
Where
seems to be running a little
Lewis
bit
is going to
We're
speak.
going to bring you his remarks
But the point is, I hope
as soon as they begin, if he will be
that we can have diversity on CNN one day in dealing with the news. Now look, here we go. White, black, one black. Why couldn't all these have been black and she been white? Why couldn't she be white and the rest of them been black? I mean, we're looking for a majority of blacks somewhere. When you come down to the proportion of blacks fighting the wars,
one question that Elijah Cummings,
we are
congressman from Maryland, posted
way up
this morning was,
in fighting on the battlefield.
Problem with Congressman Lewis at
and watch
this point, this close to
how this is handled.
Why not just pick up the phone and call him?
Well, the answer is that Donald Trump really never does pick up the phone and call anyone.
Black, given her perspective.
And this whole incident has really highlighted his unwillingness to ever back down from any kind of fight, even if it is against someone who is beloved by Republicans and Democrats alike. You know, Elijah Cummings is also expressing a feeling among Democrats that, you know, maybe Trump disagrees or has...
Why shouldn't they have Louis Farrakhan in her position? Cornel West in her position, or some of the other people that black folk, now don't get me wrong, she's great, but I'm saying we don't want to hear from her all the time. Get some of the other black qualified leaders to give their opinion, since we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 white opinions.
That's not really Trump's preferred
something to think about, y'all.
Situations like that.
Wake up.
And Alex, I mean,
black and white right people.
John Lewis started
again.
He started it, and then
white. They still giving the white perspective. All she can give is a white perspective. That's all she can give, as seen through her eyes. All he can give is a white perspective. But yet, this is what they give us. All he can give is how he feels as a white man. Where is the black representation on the issues that they are discussing on CNN out of Atlanta?
I spoke to some Democrats.
CNN out of Atlanta. CNN. Where is the black perspective? This is what black America wants to know.
Many of them would privately say we don't think he's a legitimate president, but we're not sure illegitimacy is where we want to go with the public fight right now. I think Trump did everybody on the Democratic side a huge favor. They think he did them a huge favor by just sort of going nuclear on John Lewis, especially on this weekend of all weekends, right? Where now the Democrats are in the position of being able to, you know, circle up around a heroic member of their conference rather than all of them having to just straight up answer, do you think he's a legitimate president or not?
So I know you're all wondering,
wouldn't it have been nice for a black person to respond to that since it's dealing with John Lewis?
If you're Vladimir Putin and you wanted to sow discord in the U.S. system, in the government,
he's speaking his white. He's speaking from a white mind.
Just what
he's speaking from his white mind.
John Lewis is questioning the legitimacy
and his white background.
Of the president. That is the institution.
He may never reveal his true feelings.
Right there. Isn't this what Putin was after?
But he got to get paid.
Oh, exactly, John. I mean, this is a classic KGB operation, you know.
Is there no black people that can answer that question in America in 2017?
And get
this is a white perspective from a white brain, from a white mindset, from a white privileged position, regardless of what he says. Let's face the facts of reality.
Every time Putin makes a statement against NATO, makes a statement against the EU, he's going to be questioned his loyalties, whether it's the United States.
And why don't they just go out on the street and find a Joe Blow and ask them their opinion
he's not in the position
about what's going on? We get tired, I do anyway, of hearing the same people repeatedly on CNN. We get tired of that. Give us some new opinion.
He's now going to fight again.
That's her
a reoccurring
idea.
Fight now with John Brennan,
that's
the
her
of the CIA,
outlook.
Who's not going to be there
as a white female
nominee to be the next CIA.
She's speaking as a white female. Why could not a black man or a black woman been given their perspective on this issue?
Fight with the intelligence community.
She can't speak for us. She can't speak for me. And I can't speak for her because I don't know what it's like to be white.
Well, watch this space. I think what it does is lead
Here we go again. This white guy giving a white opinion on whatever the issues are based upon what he has in his brain, his background, and his position of privilege, regardless of what he says. We may agree with what he says,
That is, it's a
But why
message to
wouldn't
the
they? Why
workforce
can't they
that when the
include
president
how
speaks
black
out,
Americans,
the CIA director
not black
speaks out
Iranians,
publicly to defend
not black
people, believe me,
Russians,
the people
not
around
black
Los Angeles
Japanese,
and Langley, Virginia,
but the
CIA
opinions
headquarters
of
are
black
watching.
Americans?
And so, and the
Since
second message,
blacks fought
implicit in this is to Mike
in every
Pompeo,
war
if this continues
of this nation,
after Mr. Pompeo is
we
confirmed, I
as
think
black
the
folk
workforce will be saying,
must
the previous
demand
director not only protected us
more than just
publicly,
celebrating
will you do the
Dr.
same? This
King
is a
Dream
preface to a book. And
once
that
or
book
twice
will
a
be
year
written by the new CIA director,
on his
and
birthday.
The contents are pretty simple. Is he
Look
going
at
to
this
protect the
picture,
workforce
America.
in the face of
Look
attack
at
by
this.
his new boss?
And this is typical of
The
CNN.
question is, will it be a
This is
thriller or
typical
a
of CNN
drama?
when they are discussing the affairs of our nation, our community, and our
The
world.
Senate Intelligence Committee has
Some
said
cases they don't have a black
investigations
nowhere.
alleged ties or
And very few
combinations
black
of
men,
contacts
period.
in the Trump campaign during the election and Russian officials or Russian operatives. One person who hasn't answered whether he will investigate is James Comey of the FBI. He's dodged that question specifically.
No black person, apparently, according to CNN, I guess,
Tell by the way he's
is
answered whether or
qualified
not you
to
think
be
there is an FBI investigation.
a co-host on this show.
Well, it was a reluctant FBI.
All we
investigation.
get
This story about the
is a
Moscow
black,
trip,
is a white
Trump's Moscow
perspective. Now she
trip
spoke
in
once,
2013 goes back at least.
but
a
the
year.
white,
I
the
heard
white,
it. I
the
don't
white, the
necessarily
white,
believe it.
the white,
It's been out there.
the
The
white,
FBI
the
people
white,
look
the
into
white,
it.
the white, the
But
white.
then Comey,
They get to speak.
right before
She
the
just there
election, 10
sitting,
days
showing her
before it
face
comes
as
out,
a black
there's
person.
New investigation into Hillary's emails.
We watch that.
Which is arguably affecting.
We tell our children
just as Putin's
to see
hacking did.
how
So I don't know what's going to come out of this. I know that the FBI and the Department of Justice
Unfair.
were reluctant to get into the elections for the
And
last couple of
unbalanced.
years, but they did by announcing that
This nation
investigation of
is.
Hillary. And Comey should be investigated.
The
Why
truth
did he-
speaks for
why did he
itself.
put the stuff out about Hillary and not Russia?